Well, here I am, start of the Skye Trail. Through the serious fence, looks like. What size this thing? I think it has to keep the people out, or the T-Rexes. 12 hours of travelling, started at 6 this morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the night now. So I'm not expecting to do a whole lot today, just see how far I can get now. First of all I was in a car, then I jumped in the staff bus on the airport. They didn't realise, I didn't realise. Then aeroplane, then the train, and then a coach. I'm finally here. Oh, how about that one then? Plenty more of them to come. Totally hasn't noticed me. Hello fella. What are you up to? You can't be right sitting there in the middle of the path. You better move before you get eaten, man. What's wrong with you, boyo? Come on. Shift it, mate. So the bit I'm walking along now is called the Marble Road. I believe it's because they had some of the best marble in the world here. Highly sought after. So this must have been a sort of tramway to take it down. By the way, I got to apologise in advance for my pronunciations. I now know what it's like for the English visiting Wales. I can't pronounce anything, so the conductor nearly didn't let me on the train because I couldn't say Kyle of Loch Alsh. It's like, you're not coming on till you say it properly. I'm not sure if this is the quarry. There's a big bit down there. A huge groove going up there. Could be. This little quarry's here worth checking out, I think. It's at the top of the hill. Just wondering why there's a wall here. Random. No idea. Just got the first sight of Bla Bheinn in the distance. Just descending this valley. I think the Boreraig is at the bottom of this. Just a trickle, that'll do. Alright, that's the water collected. Nearly down to the sea. Just in time because the sun's gone down and all the midges are coming out now. The more heavy you breathe in and sweat in, the more of them seem to appear. I can smell you coming. Well, here we are. Entire village abandoned. And what an amazing place. Oh, these midges, they're going for me now. I'm going to try and go down close, really close to the coast, put my tent up and dive in. It's hard to tell the amount of houses. Look, there's one there, a couple there. They're all tucked away in the ferns. Some right down the end. I'm going to go camp just past this, I think. Looks like some nice ground there. Look at all the fossils in this rock. Set up in the tent. I've dived inside. I was going to go down there and watch the sunset and drink my one beer I brought with me. I'm not going to do that now. I will show you why. That's not mist. That's midges. Look at them on my hat. And my socks. Well, screw you, midgies. All you're getting is sock sweat. You won't be sucking my blood tonight. Because I'm not coming out. Yes, we just brought one beer with me. Managed to smash in about 7 kilometres today. Couldn't do a lot because the sun was dropping. I walked for about 2 hours. I'll give it more of a go tomorrow. See, you can tell I was walking fast. Shook that up good. So I have got Sapien Crazy Creek. Crazy Creek. That doesn't sound Scottish. Williams Brothers Brewing, Alloa, Scotland. So we started out in Broadford, came walking down that rubbish bit of road, and then we went on to the marble path. That's when we got the first sight of the big mountain. Bla Bheinn na Calach, 732. We carried on, found the marble quarry somewhere up here, I think it was. We went down here. About years when the sun started dropping, the midgies started attacking, and now we're down by just here next to the old town of Boreraig. Now, first day you are supposed to get to Torrin, so I've only done half, so we're going to need a bigger effort tomorrow. Morning coffee. The old trick, pot noodle. I didn't bring a mug with me. What an amazing place to wake up, man. It's about 8 now. By the time I get packed to be about 9. Just see how far we can walk today. I'm planning to get to the Bothy, Camasunary here. Now my plan is, I'm going to go right around this headland, and there's a path just here. I'm going to cut off this part here, and then I think it's doable in one day. Now I got a problem with this stove. As I screwed the top on, it took a couple of extra screws to get fully on there, get that seal. So loads of gas flew out everywhere. I don't want to be taking that on and off each time. I'm going to have to try and maybe put that on top to protect it, put it in my bag like that. There we go. We're off. Looks like we got to head right down to the beach for this bit. We'll head into another abandoned village called Suisnish. Look at the fossils in this. Massive. I don't know what it is, I wouldn't like to speculate. Just come around the corner and caught the first glimpse of the big boy. I'm going to be heading just to the left of it tonight, and the Bothy's the other side of that valley. Just working my way up to Torrin now. We've got this easy-going but boring farmer's track. Where I want to go is directly across the loch, but it goes quite far inland, so I'm going to have to go all the way up to Torrin, past that, and then right down the other side of the loch. An ideal spot for some shelter or a single tent. Oh God, I'm not a fan of cows, and this lot got calves for them. Oh my God. Going for it, I'm going to claim the bridge. my god, that is a big cow. Come on, what are we gonna do here? I can't walk between you. Shift it, man. I think I'm safer going to the left. Is this going to be the last known footage of me? I'm going around them. There's another one down there. Okay, I think I'm alright. Never underestimate the dangerousness of cows. It's not just bulls you got to look out for. There was a case recently and a man went for a walk and they found him just in the middle of a field, trampled to death by cows. The person who found him, apparently, it was just a big circle of cows just looking down at this trampled guy. There we go, they've gone. The first challenge done. Some celebratory watermelons, defeating the cows. So this is the spot we would have got to on the end of day one. If I'd started a bit earlier yesterday, I'd be camping on that little beach. Well, I thought cows were going to be my only problem today. Just walked near this camper van. I was trying to walk as far away from it as possible, stay on the edge of the grass. Two sheepdogs come running up to me, barking their heads off. First time I was just shell shocked. I was like, whoa. They turned round, came running up again. One of them had a kick in the nose with me. The other one, all I could manage to get out was F off dog. The owner come walking over, oh badger, badger. Just picked the dog up, walked off. No apology, nothing. But anyway, disaster averted. Just managed to kick the tip of his nose at it. He didn't come back again. Not blowing over this way. Part of the Skye Trail they don't show you. So we were in the bay there. And we had to take a diversion past that last house. Back up this road. Big Mrs Mack's Fir Bhreugach. Okay, let's do a quick map check. So we started way down here this morning, came all the way up, around that detour, and now we've just passed the top of the loch, which is there. There's been a lot of road walking today, and a lot of people as well, so it'd be good to start coming away from that. It looks like we get to this parking spot and start heading up the hill a bit then, up there, and then we're back onto the road here, and then I want to get as far as this parking spot and head across to the Bothy. So just in through the entrance to Bla Bheinn car park, we're taking a left. I'm not sure why I say we all the time, it's only me here. I think it's because I feel like I'm sharing it with the viewers, you know? Taking you along on the journey with me. And hopefully these little tips come in the car park, but help somebody else doing it. This is more like it. Kind of walking I like. That is bonkers. Look at that. Coming up to another T-Rex enclosure. Massive fences. I can only guess it's for deer or something like that. Let my feet dry off for a bit. They're getting a bit sore now. My socks drying out. Hope nobody walks past. They'll smell me coming. Get a bit of dour down you boys. I probably haven't been drinking enough today. 10 minutes per year now. Smash half of this in. Man down. It's just starting to rub, it is, so I was taking precautions. So this is the turn you need if you're following the map to Elgol. But we are going shortcut route. Coming up on the car park for the Bothy. It looks rammed. So I think there's going to be people in there tonight. I think I'd rather have my own space, you know. I'll put the tent up somewhere nearby. Flat on my back again. Whew. Water refilled. Kind of green looking, but I'm going to treat it anyway. I was thinking, I can't take these back on the plane with me. I'm going to take them all the way to the Bothy and Rubha Buidhe and do a swap for something there. Even if it's just a tin of beans or something. Leave these there then, if someone's forgotten their poles. What a path. It's unbelievable. That was the Bothy there. Alright, so we got some kindling. Kind people have left some gas behind. There's one other guy in here. There was a couple as well. I think they're staying somewhere else tonight. They've gone. It's a huge place. They've got magazines, games, books, all sorts. Rubber duck. And then people have left a couple of supplies. Milk and sugar, tea bags, oh, no milk. Tea bag, sugar, coffee, essentials. And then in this room, that's my mat there, just in case. So, oh, actually it's going on top. I might go this side. Or camp outside, but it's looking really rough now. Heck of a view, mind. Just had a stodgy pastron sauce filled out with mash. And now I got the old pot noodle coffee. Cappuccino style. The couple that were in here, they said that they've been the whole way without seeing anybody doing the trail, or I think I've got a lonely few days ahead. 2 days. I've seen quite a lot of people today because I was going through Torrin. I think it was some of the more touristy areas. But it looks like it's going to get a lot more dramatic from here on in. 4 more guys have turned up. The Bothy. Seem like nice lads. But I am wondering about sleeping outside now because there's 6 of us. I know I'm going to want to go to bed early. So I'm shattered like. I might just leave them to it. Wake up to an amazing view on that beach as well. Well, here I am back in the old Lanshan. Had a little swim, and I've just sat here watching the sun setting behind the mountains now. It looks absolutely epic. I've earned this today. Tonight's tea was supposed to be sardines in mashed potato. It was turned into a thick sardine soup. Oh no. Should taste alright. And I got my hot chocolate. Sun's gone down. And now I'm in, well, next to this Bothy. Just added it up on this 24 kilometres I did today. There's There's a deer on the beach. Let's see if we can spot him. Cool. I wish I had some binoculars with me. Another beautiful morning in paradise. First half of the night got really cold. Ended up getting all my clothes on and the emergency blanket. It was in the sleeping bag with me. It was just due to the wind, it was. And as soon as the wind dropped, I was just stripping everything off there. It was boiling. I washed my 2 t-shirts last night, so they're still soaking. Human washing line today. 7:30. Let's go do the bad step. Buzzing for it this morning. Woke up really perky, which is lucky because this is going to be hard bit. This detour now is 6 miles instead of 3.5 miles up the valley, but should be a lot more interesting. Look at this monster. Massive. Some of the deer tracks I saw. Well, I'm not wading through that. That is swimming depth. I'll try and walk upstream, see if there's a place to cross. So it looks like there used to be a bridge here. When I say bridge, very loose terms, you get one wire in the centre to walk on and a wire either side to hold on to. Here we go, someone kind has made us a little bridge here. This isn't the bad step, this is the good step. The sun'll come out tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Buzzing this morning. Loving it, look at it. But it's starting to get a bit more hairy now. That doesn't look right. Okay. I don't know if that's new. I'll have to go up. Well, I'm glad I came this way now. I would have missed out on these amazing mountains. My map doesn't go quite that far, unfortunately. I've just passed this point and we're looking over at these. And this one we can see on the right. Yeah, that's the big one over there. So we're coming up to Rubha Buidhe. Right now we're on Rubha Buidhe. And the bad step is in Loch Leachd. Sgurr, that's the one we're next to. Amazing private little beach down there with your own water source. The approach to this is unbelievable. Got turquoise blue seas, mountains for days. Look at this. Wow. I've decided to stick around for a bit to cook up a bit of porridge. How could I not with that view? So I'm going for apple and blueberry porridge. And I've got a bit of mangoes to chuck in there as well. About 7 miles at most to find a campsite. So, and then we've got Sligachan. There's like a hotel. And someone told me the campsite is closed there tonight, so I'm not really sure about tomorrow. The Portree section, it's road walking all the way. see how I feel, but I didn't really feel the that walking bit around Torrin. That was awful. Couple of boats just coming out of the bay. I think they must have been sleeping there last night, because there's nothing down there, there's no roads or anything. Okay, so we're on to the rocky stuff now. Spent about an hour on that rock, just chilling, letting these rocks dry out as well, because I've got to traverse these. This is the time a GoPro would have come in handy. So I'm going to have to put the sticks and my phone away when I get to that dodgy bit down there. Get the heart rate going. Some of it slidey stuff as well. Gotta watch it. There's a boat coming in. I've stopped walking for a bit because I don't want them to see me sliding down here. That's the main reason. They're like, what is that idiot doing on that rock? Bit of a landslide. It's looking scarier the closer I get to it. Okay, looking at the map, I think this is it. Looks insane. Right, wish me luck. I feel like I've got this wrong, but then it is supposed to be tricky. We'll find out when we get past this. Yeah. Yep, this is it. That way. Whew. I think. Quick selfie before I die. Heading up there. Whew. Halfway across. Survived the worst bit. I'll show you where it looks from this angle. Down there I came from. It looks like it just goes into the sea. This is the next bit. Somehow go around this rock. Done it. Whew. That was a hell of a challenge. Heart is going like hell. Bit of rock climbing with the rucksack on. I was thinking it was this one the whole way down. But it's not, you can see it jutting out there. That's the bit. It just appears from nowhere if you come from the other angle. I suppose you could work your way over the top. It's probably more dangerous though. You'd swear I was in Greece or something now. Look at that sea down there. Oh, Jesus, it's steep. Oh my god, I'm shattered today. Look at that sea though. I love the rock formations here. They remind me of the tors from Dartmoor, but on a much bigger scale. I met a guy in the Isle of Skye. He was on his bicycle and he was just talking to all the tourists. 74 years old apparently. He was telling me that the oldest rocks in the world can be found here in Scotland, and the same rocks are found on the South Pole. So what he was saying is it's moved that much. The oldest rocks in the world can be found in Scotland, and that's why when you head to the Isle of Skye you feel at home. Hell of a bivvy spot. Don't think I'd fancy it, mind. There's room for one to sleep though. Well, this is where the people are. I haven't seen anyone all day. They're all by this loch. Maybe one the tourist boats drop them off. I don't know how else they would have got here. I'm going to the right anyway. I'm heading over this, well, in between the gap before that mountain. Just noticed there's a plane over there. I've never seen that before. They must have landed on the loch. There's a tent next to it. How about that for some camping? Plane camping. There's our plane camper. He hasn't got a Hilleberg though. He's got a Van Gogh. Spent all his money on that plane, I think. Luxury Camper of the Year award. Tip my hat to you, sir. See? You don't need a Hilleberg, guys. Save up for a plane. Way better. Going over the mountain pass now. I seem to have lost the path. So I'm back on the rocks. It's been mostly rocks today. I know it's this direction anyway, so can't go wrong. Last view of the loch. There's a lady down there. She followed me across the river when I couldn't find the path. Sorry if you're watching this. There's an accident waiting to happen. Get the health and safety team up here. There's quite a lot of rocks like that. They've just neatly rolled down, put themselves in place. Boulder Valley. They're so round you'd think they'd just keep rolling down. They sat here waiting for the right moment, I think. What do you think of my flag today, by the way? Nice and colourful. They are clean, I'm just trying them out. There's just a little loch here. The whole place is just insane. Unbelievable seems. If you haven't been to Skye, get yourself there, it's amazing. Tiny. Right, so that's Bla Bheinn. I'm not sure what that one was we were looking at. I think that's a taller one. It doesn't look doable, does it? A lot of these look really crazy for climbing. And one of the reasons I don't want to go up there is because I'm on my own. If something happens to you up there, nobody's going to find you, are they? So I just managed to get some signal up there. Talk to the family for the first time in 2 days. We're pretty remote. I'm looking for some shade now. Get out this midday sun. If the worst comes to it, I'm going to put up my tent just for dinner time because it feels cool enough, but I just haven't been out of the sun since, well, 7:30 this morning. I can just see in the distance now, there, that's Sligachan. So some Scotsman told me it was Sligachan, not Sligachan. He could have just been winding me up, like. And I keep calling it Sligachan though. So I need to find a campsite between here and there now. There we go, I've chucked her up. Get in here, get a bit of shade from the midday sun. This isn't going to be my final campsite, but if I do fall asleep, what a view, man. It's not a bad spot, is it? Camped in worse ones, that's for sure. Going with the cup noodles, #1 in Japan. Okay, map check time. So I started the day here in the Bothy, just outside. Came up here, crossed the river, and then I stopped here for breakfast. Tackled the bad step. And then we've just done this big mountain pass, which is harder than I thought it was going to be honest. I've come back down and I think we've stopped just around here behind these rocks. The one I can see next to us is Rubha Buidhe, the Rubha Buidhe. And then the big one over there is Marsco. And that's the Rubha Buidhe next to my pants swinging in the wind. I've gone round lifting everything up, getting a bit of breeze coming through because it's boiling. And I realised that's how much water I got. So I'm going to have to move soon anyway. Refilled in this little brook, and notice my finger's starting to get a bit infected, so I've taken care of that. I gotta say, every day I wake up and I look at the map and I think, am I gonna get there too early tonight? You know, doesn't look very far, but now it's about 2:30. I've been going since 7:30 at a very slow pace, I gotta say, and I've got about 4-5 miles to go, so still quite a way. I'm not going to get there early, that's for sure. I'm trying to think where the camp, this side of the hotel, all the area around it just looks like pure bog. But tomorrow is a very long day, so I don't know whether to try and get past it, camp somewhere that side of it. Let's see how much energy I got now. I just came around the corner. I saw a woman squatting down. She looked in pain, and her husband was just walking off, ignoring her. So I thought, I'm going to go over there now and see if she's alright. When I looked, I was like, she's got like skin coloured shorts on. She was having a wee, wasn't she? So I pretended I didn't see it then. I gotta say, they put some effort into this path. Coming up the Sligachan Valley. You can imagine if this was in flood now, this would be a godsend. We're flying down this anyway in the dry. There's probably some good spots down the bottom of this. What a view. I'm going to keep pressing on for a bit, see what else I can find. If you are going to camp right next to old Beastie Boy, don't go on that side of the river. Look how many rocks have fallen down. There's a death trap over there. It might not happen very often, but it only be there when it does. I swear it's not getting any closer. This path's been going on for ages. I've been power walking it, going nowhere fast. I can see another potential camping spot down there. That's how you know you're tired, you start seeing them everywhere. Got it made in Scotland, see, because in Wales we try and stay hidden, because it's a bit of a taboo sort of thing. In Scotland they've embraced it, which I think they should do, as long as you're a decent camper, take stuff home with you. What's the problem, innit? There's Marsco, which might be my favourite name for a mountain ever. And we're just going past Sgurr and Gillean. There it is. Looks absolutely bouncing in here. I'm posh. or a 10 or a pint or something now. I hope they appreciate the efforts I've gone to here. I've changed my t-shirt and I put deodorant on. I'm spoiling them. Well, this ain't exactly picturesque, is it? The main road over there. It's not going to be the Ritz tonight. So while this might look half decent, you've only got to look at the seaweed to tell. That's the high tide mark. I'm going to head up that valley there. Beautiful pool for swimming. Still waiting for that sacred spot to appear. I might have to get to the top of this. Can't find anything up here. Really annoyed now. I don't know. I think the only sensible thing now is to head back down. Just try and find something right next to that loch down there, even though it's opposite the road. If that campsite was open, would have been alright. I'm having a strop, no! Not happy! Oh God. Just feel like you wasted all that energy walking right up the top of there. 3 pints of beer. That's what it is. Clouding my judgment. If I didn't have those, I would have thought there's nothing up here, turn back. I even noticed a tick on my leg just now, where I sprayed him with this and he fell off. So, lesson learned? Probably not, but you know, we'll jot it in the notepad. Well, still nothing, but we're heading in the right direction. Feels good to be chipping off miles for tomorrow. There we are. Up at last. I'm literally going to get in here and crash out now. Shattered. A nice view in the morning. And I've shaved, well, at least a mile and a half off tomorrow's walk. Well, gotta be honest, I'm absolutely dying this morning. I tried to sit up, my body was like, no, lie back down. So I don't know what time it is now, maybe 9:30, something like that. I'm nearly past this coastal section, and then it's just road walking for the rest of the day then. It's still about 10 miles to Portree, but I can't wait for that bed tonight. Done 32 miles now. 3 nights in that thing. I mean, it's a novelty after the first night, but 3 nights in a tent, it does get you. Can't wait for that bed and that shower. I thought this was going to be an easy section today. This looks steep. It's getting old real quick. Getting out the way for all these cars. And they slow right down as well, so you're on the grass for ages then, like. Yeah, it's not a lot of cars on this stretch. You can maybe walk for 5-10 minutes without seeing one. But you gotta stay in your guard, you gotta listen out. There's always another one coming by. It's just a single track road, it looks like, all the way. Oh, look what I found. What do they call it? Scottish tablet. That's what I needed. Pick me up. Just stopping for a bit of shade. The only problem is the midgies love the shade as well. So I just met a guy down there. He's doing the Skye Trail north to south. His name was Lewis, and by all accounts said he's a regular at the Skye, so he's giving me a few tips now. And he said the Trotternish Ridge is really hard, which I have heard, but you heard it from the horse's mouth, makes it sound worse. He said I'll struggle to find water up there, so to stock up before I go. Just starting to see Portree, so it's not too much further. I'm doing some roadside cooking. Car's like, what the hell is he up to? I haven't got a lot of food left, so I'm going to stock up in Portree. So I'm just going with some rice and sardines. I'm surprised I've carried that the whole way around, mind. 120 grams. It's not that much, is it? It's good to be off the road. There we go. Look, if we weren't staying in Portree, this is just before you get to it. Ideal little spot. This little river section on the final approach to Portree, stunning. I'm going to walk down here really slow because I've only got 2 miles to go. I'm going to make the most of this. First rock I picked up. A couple little crabbies in there. One just went running under this way. I'll put it back under cover there, boy. Another one. There's tons here. Big one. Oh boy. Hey, your claws out. I'm not exaggerating. Every single rock I've picked up has had a crab or 200. Like, normally you got to look for them for a little while. Just shows the massive amount of wildlife around here and the unpolluted ocean as well. Oh yeah. Whew, bed at last. That is the most inviting sight I've seen for days. Right, I've replenished for part 2. I might need to get a couple more snacks in the morning. I've got 2 curries. I might pick up some meat for these. It's a little bit tricky for me to cook though in that titanium pot. I've got meatballs and mash, 2 pasta sauce, super noodles, and a couscous and sardines. So those are my main meals. Drinks, some soup, little tablets to go in your water, a few coffees, hot chocolate, and a mug shot. That's like a thick soup really. And then luckily they've got a camping shop here called Inside Out. Really lucky that's there, otherwise I'd be running out of gas. I think, well, I still got about half in there, so. Alright, so the campsite yesterday, it was either this river or this river. Somewhere here we were. And then we did all this road. This was a nice bit. If you need to wild camp, there's a good spot here. So we're in Portree today, so we're going to be going up the coast onto the ridge. Just going to follow this along. There's no path here, but we're just going to head down to here. A little bit of road, and then we're going up to the Storr. I'm hoping I'm going to camp somewhere around here, but I know it's like a tourist hotspot that is, so we'll see. Not sure what that is. So heading out of Portree now, looking at the massive crowds, and I'm just on my own again. It's bizarre. I'm going to climb up the top of this ridge today. It's about 350 meters. I am pretty achy. I'm not really looking forward to this. But I'll plod along. I know I can do it in the end. So we're going up into the mist now, or the clag as you Scots call it. A section now where this path disappears. It's the worst possible time. I gotta head up here to the left. Try and keep the sea on my right. I just be very careful on this bit. I'm absolutely dying. This bit's a killer. So I come straight up this slope from the sea. Really steep. I'm not even all the way up yet. I forgot to say, Tongadale Hotel. Couldn't recommend them higher. Really good. All the staff are friendly. Nice breakfast this morning. Feeling refreshed. Still achy, but it was nice to get in bed for once last night. Some chips, pint last night. Can't go wrong. Right, 300 metre drop somewhere that way. Bogland to the left. Getting really disorientating up here. It's just hills everywhere. I thought there was just going to be one ridge line, but it's just gentle bumps. I mean, if the worst comes to it, I'll stick my tent here and wait for the fog to lift. But as long as I keep heading north, I can't go wrong. I just got to keep an eye on the bearing. Just don't fall over that cliff into the sea. I'll be fine. Okay, the good news is I got some mobile phone signal, so I can see the ridge that I'm supposed to be walking along there. So I'm just about in the right place. Just need to head that direction. I'll keep checking this GPS signal. Follow this ridge all the way north till I get to the Storr. What the hell is that thing? The beast on the hill. Oh my god. How do you want to play this thing, fella? I got my own horns yet. Ah, there we go. Didn't like the size of those things, did he? Where'd this beast appear from? Looks like I gotta climb this now. Quite a big one to come down off now as well. Didn't realise I was up that high. Did get lost once or twice in the mist. It's amazing how often you just follow a path made by some sheep, and then you're like, where's the ridge gone? You gotta check the phone to find out where to go. Finally got a bit of a sight to the bottom, so you can see what we're dealing with. That's a big old drop. Right, there's no midgies where I'm stood here now, right? Look at my bag. I think it's because I got the spray on. It must be working a little bit. Coming down off the high ridge onto this lower one, and it does look really boggy. Probably going to get some soggy feet here. But I'm coming down out of the clouds, so that's good. So disorientating up there. So it looks like we're just going out to sea here. So I want to check the map. And that one is Loch Sligachan, next to Loch Vader. Not to be confused with Darth Vader. Yep, this is proper boggy now. I might try and go right on the edge there. Might be a bit better. Is that dragging out a never-ending story? What was his name now? Falco! Car park for the Storr looks absolutely mental. I thought the clouds might have kept people away today. So it turns out the Falco is actually Holm Island. And we're on Holm right now. I've chucked the tent up just to do some dinner. just to get away from the midges because they're making a nuisance themselves today. What do you think of my view? Not bad, it's not bad. Well, it looks like one of my curries has exploded, so I guess I better have that now. I was going to do the meatballs. Is this the heaviest? Meatball curry could be. What do you think? Rice, meatballs and curry? And tomatoes? Yeah, it could work. Let's give it a go. What do you think? Is that enough for one? Just managed to fit it all in there. Had a little afternoon snooze after my dinner. First time I've done that before. And there we go, we're off. Nice few hours spent at home. No wonder I fell asleep with a name like that. Right. Onwards to the Storr. This guy's got his own little golf tee by here. There's the hole on the other side of the loch. There's probably loads in there. What a mess, man. Well, the way up the Storr is a heck of a mess because there's so many tourists here. There's rubbish everywhere, the toilets are in a right state. I think for the amount of money they're making on this place, they could easily hire somebody, just a maintenance guy, to knock about. I know they shouldn't need to, but when you get people from the city who've never been the mountain before, they don't know how to behave. You know, there's a gate down there ripped off its hinges, graffitied all over. It's not the way to behave, is it? Right then, guys. Can't go on with the dragon saying. The Storr, the old man of Storr on Needle Rock, is right there. I'm off the beaten track. Hopefully later this clears, or I wake up and see it. Hedge your bets. Well chuffed with my spot. The feed of the last tourist voices disappear later on now, and it's just me, the old man of Storr, and Needle Rock. It is going to be epic. I just need this cloud to lift now. It can stay there a couple of hours until sunset. By the way, I say tourist, let's face it, I'm a tourist too. Definitely calls for a celebratory hot chockey. Cheers. Look at this spot there. What do you look at this? Not a bad view, is it? Not bad at all. It's starting to clear up here. That's the ridge I came over this morning. The Portree's in the distance. Yeah, it looks more epic from here. It was just covered in mist when I was walking on it. It's suddenly gone freezing up here. I brought the pole down 120 centimetres, tucked it right down to the floor now. Hopefully stop the drafts coming in. Got some Orkney cheddar. Oh, I'll tell you what, I might do some mash, cheesy mash for tea. Forward gear on, emergency blanket, wind barrier, hat, hood, 3 t-shirts. It's just about warm enough.
Okay, this is where I am now. So I need to head up here in between this little gap in the cliff. Now it looks like double back on myself and head up to Heart of Owl 669, and then it's just follow the ridge all day. Because yesterday proved in the mist that can be hard. Filling up pretty quick, you can also trickle. And this is why it's so important to have a GPS or at least a compass that points the right direction. Apparently it's that way, and there's a cliff here, you just can't see it. Conditions a bit rough today, weather's taking a turn, it's not raining, blowing a gale. Not a lot to see today. So the wind's died off a little bit, he says. But this morning I did wake up to quite a few people around the tent. They were just being quiet, they were just taking photos. They're there for the sunrise. And the mist cleared just in time. If I'm not careful, this is going to knock me off my feet, but yeah. Look at it. Smash it out. Just a little bit. To explain how steep this is. That's a straight angle. Another crazy bit. The wind is hurtling up here. Oh, Jesus. I get blown all angles today. Doing a zigzag line on the pathway. Bagarrood! Gillean! Third mountain of the day smashed out. Up my dinner in a sheep's bed. I've got to put earplugs in. It's the only shelter I can find. We're just along this ridge all day long. It's about 20 kilometres. Just been plodding along really slowly. I've passed the halfway mark, and I think I'm up to about 5 hours. Really slow going, it's just up and down really steep slopes, and everything looks flat on the map. We're getting there. Pasta and sauce for dinner now. In Edra! Oh god, I'm dying.
actually on the last page of the map. Can't believe it. The big one I just came down off was Bheinn Edra. So we've been following this all the way along. I'm now down on here, Drwm na Coil. There's a big ridge coming up called, whatever that says, Bla Bheinn. We need to cross the road and then we're into the Quirang. I plan to camp somewhere in here tonight. It's bound to be somewhere. I just passed a guy, he said he camped there last night and there's plenty of spaces. And then tomorrow I can either carry on following the ridge or drop down and do the beach route, which looks like a lot of road walking actually, so probably going to be the ridge. Unbelievable scenes. It's like an old castle, doesn't it? This path in the Quirang is really cool. It's super popular. There's some really tricky bits to get past. Yes, this is a really cool area. Lets you get really close to these cliffs. Class. I'm just trying to find a bit of water now because I've only got a bottle and a half left. I can hear little trickles. Don't really want to climb up there to try and find it though. So I'm sat in front of the prison. You can kind of see why. Looks kind of prison shaped up there. I think it's best if I carry on here now. Maybe even come down as far as this loch. Just to get out of the way of everybody, you know. And find some water. Mind you, there is some on the top here, look. Weird how the rocks make weird shapes. Looks like 4 judges on the top. Ah, here's my salvation. Thank God for that. I think I'll do a more traditional camp I'm used to tonight, somewhere by the river. I'll head downstream, see what I can find. Camping back in the territory I'm used to, next to a lovely little stream. Got my water source in front of me. Might have a little dip later, I've already washed my socks in there. World's my oyster. The naan breads I plan to have with the curry are just dust, so they're going in the tomato soup. Nope. 7 o'clock. I'm done. Ta-ra, mate. The final stretch today. We're at Fir Bhreugach. We need to just follow this river down till we get to Conister, through Kilmarie to Port Goblaig, over to the headland, and there's a little bothy up here called the Lookout. And that's where I'll be spending most of the afternoon because I'm shattered. Coming back down here tomorrow morning, and the bus is just in front of the hotel, Holm. So after that extremely long stretch yesterday, it's probably at least 25 kilometres. I slept for about 12 hours last night. There's only about 8 to 9 kilometres now, all downhill. Well, mostly downhill. And I have a building to sleep in tonight as well. First thing to break on the tent.
That's supposed to be a loop. It has been pretty windy here this week. It's had a bit of a battering. 5 nights. Good to go again. Last day of the Skye Trail, baby! And there it is. The hut is there. Right in the distance. Little furry dude. A big furry dude. Look at him. When they got fur like that, you shouldn't touch them. It can irritate your skin. I've encountered this massive fence now. And there's cows over there. I'm not really fond of cows for walking past anyway. Taking a wide route around them. Big animals. I think that's my number one fear, big animals. Horses, cows. There's another old abandoned building. It's really solid, that one. Friend or foe, I think. My stick's ready. Friendly dog. In fact, he looked shocked when I said hello. I just met another friendly person there. Everyone's been lovely up here, to be fair. I haven't met one mean person on my travels. That just lives down by there. I'm guessing he's retired there or something. What a beautiful place to retire. And he's saying sometimes you can spot orca whales out in the bay. Fingers crossed for that. I'd love that. Wow. Look at this. There's the Bothy. The tip of that. There it is. The lonely box on the hill. Here we are at the lookout. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful views. Room for 3 to sleep. Little place to do some writing. Oh, and this is the pièce de résistance. Look at this. Oh, there's my seat for the day. Fantastic. Oh, there's people down there, look. That's my little corner setup. Room for 2 more. I've decided I'm staying here tonight now, even if it gets full. Some kind souls top my water up, so I've had a couple of super noodles in there. Look at that though. You'd pay money for this, definite. Taking me the whole length of the Isle of Skye. I'm leaving them there because I can't take them on the plane. They're not amazing, but they've held up my Lanshan for a couple of nights and helped me walk 80 miles. So wouldn't it be amazing now if somebody took them back all the way to the south of the island? I'm going to write it in the book. Say, just take them if you need them. There's not a lot of supplies in this bothy, see? Normally you get, there's a couple of cards and, candles or whatever. But normally there's like food for you, gas, just in case. I think these people coming in, they're not quite realising what they're there for and they're just taking them. This is what I'm trying to look out for. Just went on a bit of a water search. The only stuff I could find doesn't look very appetizing. It was just a tiny trickle coming out. I'm going to try not to drink it.
If I have to, I'm going to boil it and treat it first.
Yeah, what was looking at you? It was the king and the other one.
So yeah, what you doing? You get it, you get eyes done.
Yeah.
So that's it, the end of the Skye Trail. 80 miles, 7 days. It was epic. If you haven't been to Skye, get yourself here, it's amazing. Thank you to Outdoor Gear Essentials for the tent. That served me well. Great way to end it in the Lookout Bothy. Met some great new people in there. We had a laugh, play some card games. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you fancy checking out any photos, they're on my Facebook or Instagram page. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.